Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a quick look here again at Fetch.AI. Interesting how perfectly the price rejected off this descending trend line. So we're just going to draw that out a little bit further, make sure we pay close attention to it, because honestly, that's a pretty nasty little situation there. So either way you look at it, a lot of this was based on the simple fact that Bitcoin sold off pretty significant leading into it. So the truth here is that it was consolidating right there at that resistance at 0.5. Trying to break through, and then Bitcoin had another agenda, pulled back down to like 67.5 in a matter of like an hour or two. So it made a quick bleed out, caused us to retrace pretty significant. So that's important to recognize, because with coins like this, they're highly volatile. So you just got to be mindful of that and make sure you're not getting too crazy with the leverage. So if you want to become a better trader, though, just throwing it out there, I got a trading academy community and signals group. Maybe check that out yourself if you want to be more consistent. Link down below for that. And also make sure you trade FET on Bitunix. Phenomenal exchange, folks. Great opportunity there. Go ahead and check them out as well. They have been really good to us. No KYC or VPN required. Use my link to register for some nice rewards there. Take a look here at $2.50. $2.50 is a really heavy concentration of liquidation at longs. So those could get swept here. There's a lot of other factors we want to look at. We don't just take a short because we're close to a liquidation level. That really implies also that people have a lot of belief that that level's pretty safe to trade at too. So you got to understand support levels oftentimes correlate with liquidation levels. Having said that though, $3.30, just a round number, 330, is a heavy concentration of liquidation to the upside. So just so you know, 330 is way up here, okay? It's a ways away, whereas we got closer liquidation just below the most recent low. That was 250 there. So just a heads up, that's kind of where we're at there between those two ranges. Let's double check where we're at on the daily, kind of work our way down. So daily time frame here, we are at $2.68. Where are we at with the moving averages? Like most other coins, we're just below the 20-day SMA, kind of retesting that, trying to break above, but above all other moving averages. So this coin is actually looking decent. Majority of others are below 50 in the RSI here. We got that nice little bounce there. So potential support level currently right where we're at in the range of about 250, 260. We can see MACD is diverging as well, so not a great sign, but that's normal when the price comes up and then rakes right back down. Okay, so it's based on the movement that we've seen here so far is the reason why that's occurring. It's not necessarily that that the coin is terrible and it's going to drop to zero because of it. Just most daily time frames right now are kind of funky. Okay, 4-hour time frame here, losing momentum. We got a MACD divergence roughly 16 hours ago. We can see we're kind of within all moving averages, but we have just that last little line of defense, that 200-day simple moving average. So it's not a fantastic place to be there. And we take a look here. Let's go ahead and remove this descending trend, and let's go ahead and create out somewhat of a range and just double check here, because that's really where we were at prior to this breakout, but we're right back into this range as if it never happened. Okay, so ideally in a perfect world we remain range bound and then break to the upside after retesting this descending trend line. Okay, so the truth here is you probably shouldn't take a long position until we've broken back up above that level. Okay, that's the general consensus of what you should do as far as a perfect case scenario. Does everybody wait for confirmation? No. Even I don't do that sometimes. I'll admit there's been occasions where you kind of got to catch a runner by getting some skin in the game, so we'll just put a small position size in, see what happens, and then get the rest of the fill later if it pulls back, which we're kind of seeing with Solana, but it is recovering nicely. Bitcoin, I want to pull back about 68K considering a long there. But with Fetch.AI, I want to make sure that we're back up over 50 in the RSI. We didn't get confirmation above that level, right? We came up and came back down. If you peak up above and drop right down below, that is not confirmation. We've also got a stochastic divergence along with the MACD kind of losing momentum. So this is not really a great sign. I think we're going to have better/greater signs if and when we break above this descending trend line. That would establish the fact that we've broken the range bound activity, which technically we did, but we didn't, right? Because we're right back where we started. So does this mean you just take a long right now? Not necessarily, but let's double check and see if there's any confirming factors. Because see, again, we got confirmation. That's the funny thing about this. This is what market movers do. They wait for confirming factors and they'll take the price action go in a completely different direction. So what we're seeing right now is that we saw confirming factors here letting us know we should have taken a long, and the price just ramped back down. Key takeaway here is that we are confirming now that we've closed above that level. The lower lead on the cloud is essentially holding as a support level. Okay. Now, granted, we do have a volume profile here at about 273 as a resistance. we could estimate that that will be a problem eventually. But everything else is kind of letting us know we're in decent shape, minus breaking back into the cloud. So the rule of thumb here is to not really take a trade until the price is back out of the cloud. So in a perfect world, this would be a good consideration, or even better, this here when we break above the descending trend line. So those are things I'm going to be looking for here in order to take a long position with this coin. So hopefully that makes sense. I described that correctly. If I did, comment below. Love to hear it. Don't forget to like and follow. Of course, greatly appreciate that. And do look forward to work with you. We got a lot of new community members, so make sure that you read through our signals guide. It is provided upon checkout, but also here in our signals section, so you just kind of know generally how to structure your trades based on the trades that are sent. Okay. All right, folks. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you all in the next one. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Take care.